Passionate Living with Kat Miller is brought to you by Healthy Communities 2030. For more information, go to creatinghealthycommunities.org.
On this week's episode of Passionate Living, you'll be meeting some very special guests, including best-selling author Coop Blackson. We're also going to learn how to use acupressure points to reduce stress with Laura Jean Costaluzzo. We'll get to see a sneak preview of musician Jay Dreff's music video, Taxi. But first, my niece Rosina is going to do a little makeover on me using products from Pretty. Then we'll see some videos from viewers who've been a little creative with their time at home. Thanks for joining us today. Rosina and I are so excited, right?
Yeah.
We got our new Pretty makeup packages. And Sandy and Emily were kind enough, for anybody that saw our last show, we had the founders of Pretty on. And they said they sent us samples. So we're going to do a little makeover action today with some lipstick and eyeshadow. Do you want me to work on you or you want to work on me?
I'll do yours.
That's because you've seen me put makeup on before. Rosina's much better at makeup than me. Okay, should we do that? What is it, the romance palette? Is that the one that Sandy was telling me about? Oh, this is so exciting. Let's open it up. Wow, that's really pretty. This is the romance palette, and Rosina is going to do my eyes.
What colors?
I don't know. I'll let you decide. Oh, she sent the two bestsellers, BB and Love. Let's take a look at them and see which one we want to put on me today. BB is her mother's name, and I suggested when her mom calls to see which one is the bestseller for the day that she just say that that's her nickname for her mom. Let's do BB. I wanna use, in honor of Sandy's mom, Emily's grandma, I want to use the BB lipstick. Beautiful. I love how the lipstick feels on me. It's just the calendula oil feels fabulous. And I can go like this and I don't have to feel bad if I lick my lipstick and swallow it because it's actually not bad for me. It's good for me. And the eyeshadow feels so pigmented. This is a great product. And for the first 10 viewers who send us a video of what you're doing at home during the stay at home that's positive or upbeat or something funny and creative, we're going to send you an Pretty lipstick as a thank you for sending in your videos to us at www.passionateliving.com, and my email is kat@passionateliving.com. In this special segment, we're going to see some inspirational video entries from viewers who've used their time at home to creatively improve on their lives. Our first video is from viewer Peter Henley, whose boxing gym had to close temporarily.
What I'm doing, locked up inside.
Next, we'll meet my friend Richard Green's mother, Eileen, who decided to take up drumming earlier this month on her 91st birthday.
Not bad. Beautiful. How'd that feel?
Better. Remember to send us your fun, inspiring, creative entries of what you're doing while spending more time at home. And if we use your entry on the air, We'll send you a lipstick from M Pretty. And even if you're a guy and you won't use it in your spare time, you can give it to someone you love or someone you'd like to love. We'll be right back with best-selling author Coot Blackson. And for Eileen, keep drumming, because soon you might be giving this guy a run for his money.
Hey, Western New York, did you know that Erie and Niagara counties are some of the least healthy in all of New York State?
So we've launched Healthy Communities 2030 to help empower our Buffalo Niagara region to be healthier.
Thank you, Lucy and Michaela. If you want to be part of Healthy Communities 2030 as a partner or a sponsor, please visit creatinghealthycommunities.org.
Healthy Communities 2030. Give us a call, 716-851-4052.
My first guest today is one of my dearest friends in the entire known and unknown universe, Coot Blackson. And Coot wrote a book, You Are the One. He is an extraordinary coach, motivational speaker. He does retreats. His book, You Are the One, was a national bestseller. He's been on Larry King, Fox and Friends, and a number of other major shows. And Coot, you are a rock star. Tell me everything you're doing right now in your life.
Really what I do is I help people transform. I think from the moment we're born free, but we get conditioned. We get conditioned by our parents, by media, by society, by culture. We learn all sorts of ways to function and survive, and we develop all sorts of survival mechanisms to not feel the pain and to get love and feel validated and be approved. And so before you know it, we can contract into a certain identity, a persona. We start cultivating all sorts of roles, personas, masks, thinking this is who we are. And so to me, the degree to which we're conditioned is the degree to which we're not free. So really what I do is I uncoach people, I untrain people, I uncondition people, whether it's one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, seminars, companies. This is my life's vision and mission and purpose.
Now, you have the most fascinating story of how your background, your childhood, growing up in England, and I love this story, so please share it with us if you can.
Yeah, I was born in Ghana, West Africa. My father's from Ghana, my mother's Japanese. We had to leave Ghana because of a coup. My father was the spiritual teacher to the president at the time. My godfather, he was killed. They were looking for my father, and boom, we smuggled literally out of Ghana into London. Ended up in London. I grew up in London. And my first...
Your dad was a high spiritual...
Yeah, my first memories as a young boy was literally seeing a crippled woman crawling on the floor. She picks up the sand. This man walks on, wipes it on her face and stands up. And week after week, I would see the man who stands, picked up, look at a woman in a wheelchair and say, why are you in this wheelchair? Stand up. Why do you have crutches? Stand up. Why? You're not sick, and he put his hands on a woman in a wheelchair and say, boom, stand up. And she would say, but I haven't walked in 15 years. And he would say, do you believe? Yes. Why are you sitting in this wheelchair? And so this was my father. My father was known as...
That must have been extraordinary to grow up.
He was known as the miracle man of Africa. I wouldn't even say it was extraordinary. Honestly, it was very ordinary because I didn't know anything else.
Right.
Like, I literally didn't know anything else. So I'd go to school and tell my friends, like, oh, this thing happened. Everyone thought I was crazy until the teacher came to my dad's church. We had about 5,000 people on a Sunday. And they saw people getting healed left, right, and center. So for me, it was honestly normal. And from a very young age, I started speaking in my father's church when I was age 8. I was ordained.
And that was in England.
That was in England. I was ordained at 14. My entire future was sort of laid out for me, and I was given a mandate to take over my father's spiritual organization. But I knew that wasn't my path. I knew that wasn't my destiny, and I had to have the courage to follow my heart and my truth.
That's one of the amazing stories in your book. And I know that you had told me about this, but I didn't realize the depth of it. When you made this realization that you had another calling than to follow the work that your dad had laid out for you and to come to America, that was traumatic to approach your father at that time.
It was huge. My father's not the type of guy you really have a conversation with. He's one of the old school guys where it's my way or it's my way, you choose. And but I knew when I was 14, when it was announced to the public, my son is taking over, I knew, Kat, in my heart that this was not my path. I knew that this was not my truth, but I was honestly too afraid to own my truth, to follow my heart, because I was afraid that if I truly followed my truth, that I would be outcast, I'd be alone, I'd be abandoned. Ultimately, I would lose my Father's love. And so I think many times we compromise ourselves, we compromise our truth, we lie to ourselves. This is one of the things I think keeps us stuck, all the ways we actually don't tell the truth to ourselves. So when I was 17, 18, I looked into my future and I realized I could follow the expected path. I could do what everyone expected of me, or I could follow my own truth. And I had to make peace in the sense of like, if I follow the expected path, then it's just, I'm not truly alive, you know? And I made a decision to speak to my father, have a conversation. We didn't speak for 2 years, but deep in my heart, and it was deeply challenging, but deep in my heart, I knew the truth. I knew the truth. I would invite everyone listening to ask themselves, if you really want to be free, what lies am I telling myself? What am I pretending to not know? And to ask themselves those questions. And I think I had to confront that for myself.
That is the biggest question, isn't it? Because so many people that I know have these dreams that they are just absolutely not living. And I'll ask them, well, why don't you do it? And they have a whole laundry list of reasons. And most of them are in their head. They're not even realities. It's just what they think might happen. Well, I might lose my home. I might lose this. I might lose that. You might lose that anyhow. And that's, I think, what a lot of people forget.
And if you don't go for your dreams, you don't have it anyway. You know, you've already lost it before you even started. And, you know, kind of in a nutshell, if someone is feeling afraid to truly follow their passionate life, truly follow their vision, I have an inspirational, motivational message. And the message is, you are going to die. Kat, you are going to die. So, the question is not whether we're going to die. The question is whether I'm going to live. So if you're sitting there in fear, if you're sitting there like, oh, I want to do this, but I'm not sure, I say meditate. Feel your death. Me, you, Bob Marley, Muhammad Ali, Bruce Lee, Oprah, we will all die. There is no escaping. When we die, we cannot go to God and say, God, please give me a refund. So I would ask everyone, if death came right now, would you be ready? If you knew the date and time of your death, would it change how you're living your life? Life gives no refunds. What would it take for you to live without any regrets?
Oh, Kut, I think that is a perfect place to end this interview. I want to bring you back on the show again. You are just amazing. You inspire me listening to you, sitting here interviewing you today. And I love you. I'm grateful for you coming on Passionate Living. And thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
For today's Healthy Living segment, I have a very special guest. She's someone very near and dear to my heart, a friend, colleague, soul sister, and she is not only an acupuncturist, massage therapist, amazing healer, but she has a number of passions that I know about with acro yoga. She's got a beautiful voice, does music, swing dancing, and I'm sure there's a whole list, Laura Jean, that I don't know about. Laura Jean, I would love for you to tell me a little bit about what you're doing to stay centered during this somewhat crazy time in the world.
Making sure to spend some time outside almost every day, like pretty much every day, but yeah, almost every day. And, doing some yard work or gardening, or even just taking a little walk and getting some sunshine or fresh air, even if it's cloudy out. That's been really helping me a lot, and just helping me to feel grounded and feel better. I always feel better when I'm outside.
Is there anything that someone can do? Is there an acupressure point or something like, if you're right on the edge, you're totally stressed out, your kid has asked you for something one too many times, your partner is pressing every button you have. What is something that you could do kind of as a last minute measure, quick fix in that moment that might help?
Well, I would say any kind of self-care is a great idea. Meditation, taking a bath, anything like that. But there's a point right between your eyebrows that's a really great relaxing point, and even just all around the eyebrows, like right in between here. If you ever notice that kids rub their eyes when they're tired, that this point right here helps us to relax and let go of our minds. And all these, there's a lot of points around the face. So if you just kind of like give yourself a little face massage.
If you're really stressed about to lose it, go find a quiet spot if you can and just start massaging around those points. And
yeah, put your face in your hands and push on it.
Great. I'll probably be doing this all day long now.
Yeah, it's really good. And in your head too, like give yourself a nice scalp massage. Like there's so much tension we have in our heads, in our brains, and you know, a lot of us hold a lot of tension around our heads when thinking too much, and there's a lot of stress and anxiety going around from all this crazy stuff that's happening in the world. So just push on your head a little, you know.
A lot of people, I think, forget what they're passionate about. They get so wrapped up in the day-to-day, you know, with work, with family, with responsibilities, that, you know, I'm surprised how many times I'll ask people, well, what are you passionate about? What do you love doing? And if it's somebody that's been out of touch with their own inner voice for a long time, they'll say, well, I don't even know what I'm passionate about.
Just listening to that inner voice. And if I'm feeling out of sorts or sad or angry or depressed or whatever it is, then if I'm able to, taking some deep breaths are incredible, a tool that we always have with us and really helps us to come back to the moment. And coming back to the moment is really like a cure-all for just about everything. Because most of the time that we're like upset about something, it's the future or the past that we're thinking about. So yeah, just taking a deep breath and coming back to the moment and just being with my feelings. And yeah, like just setting some time aside and just being with myself for a little while. Sometimes journaling is really helpful too, or reading a personal growth book, or listening to a positive podcast.
I think we're a country of distractions, that so often when something comes up and you feel uncomfortable inside, it's like, oh, have a drink with the friends, turn on the TV, play a video game, numb.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give you that opportunity to go inside and really see, well, what is bothering me in there? And I love the journaling. And, you know, sometimes I'll write and things come out that I didn't even know were inside of me. And it's different when you handwrite from when you type, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually having this like debate with myself for a long time, and I wasn't journaling because I kept thinking, oh, it's so like time consuming to handwrite everything. I should just do it on a computer. And I talked with my friend Jason about it, and he was saying, he reminded me that when you physically write your thoughts down, it's like part of the emoting process, and it really is helpful, and it's also just more enjoyable. Unless you're writing like 5 or 6 pages, then your hand starts to hurt a little, which does happen to me sometimes, but that's okay.
Well, thank you so much, and I hope to have you on the show again in the future for more pointers and to talk a little bit more about your passion for healing.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
So, what are we doing in Delaware Park? I thought we had to find a guest for today's show.
Well, I have this plan. Remember that movie Field of Dreams?
Yes.
And they said, if you build it, they will come?
Yeah.
Well, I put a blanket right over here, and I just have this feeling, now that I put the blanket down, that the perfect guest will appear. What do you think?
I don't think that's how it works.
Come on, we'll give it a try, right? What do we got to lose? It's like fishing. We'll just sit here and be patient. And then, we'll see if somebody shows up.
Okay.
Can I sit here?
Oh, yeah. Help yourself.
Oh, great. This looks lovely. How's it going?
Great. How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's Jay Dreff, the singer. It worked. We have a guest. Let's see if he'll be a guest on today's show.
Okay.
Hey, I recognize you,
Yeah?
Jay Dreff, and I'm wondering
That's me.
if you would be a guest on our show today.
I would love to. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So you don't mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Wow, this is like perfect. I told Rosina, she doubted me. I said if we put a blanket down, somebody will just happen to show up, and who better than this amazing, handsome, fabulously talented singer
So kind.
as
Thank
yourself.
you so much. Thank you.
Jay, where are you living now? Are you in Buffalo?
I'm in Buffalo currently. I've been in Buffalo about 3 months now. I live in New York City, and with everything happening in the world, I left New York, and I've been here about 3 months. And what a better place to be in the summertime than in Buffalo, New York. I just love it here. I grew up here, and my family's here, and you're here. It's great.
It's great.
It's wonderful, and such a beautiful day today.
Oh, isn't it? I love this weather in Buffalo.
Me too. Yeah.
I just love your music. You have the most extraordinary voice.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. What are you working on now? Do you have a new album coming out anytime
Actually,
soon?
it's funny you say that. I do. I just released an EP called Drifting, and it's a collection of songs that I put together, and I just felt like sharing them. And I think right now, music is what we all need, and it's the most important thing. And I just put it out. There's some beautiful music on there, a collection of musical theater songs. There's some foreign language songs, some original songs, and I can't wait for you to hear it. Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. And I just wanted to ask you, like, do you have like a website, a fan page, anything where
I
people
do.
can go and
You
find
can find
info?
me. I do. I have a website, jlewisdreff.com. I'm also on Instagram, and I'm on Twitter as well at jdreff. And I just created a fan page where you can follow me, and you can look for updates on future concerts or future music and videos that I'll be putting out very soon. And you can find everything on there.
Now, I'm wondering, is there a song on the album that maybe you could sing for us?
Close your eyes, and I'll sing it for you right now.
Taxi in the rain, running for my life, get to the gate, just to find your planes, caught up in some snow, 5 hours delay. All I'm gonna do is sit and wait and think about your beautiful face. Inside my head, I'm walking through this life with you, and every moment leads to now. And as the wheels are touching down, I choose love. I choose love. Taxi in the rain, running for my life, get to the gate, just to find your planes, caught up in some snow, 5 hours delay. All I'm gonna do is sit and wait and think about your beautiful face. Inside my head, I'm walking through this life. Inside my head, I'm walking through this life. Inside my head, I'm walking through this life with you.
Western New York, did you know that Erie and Niagara counties are some of the least healthy in all of New York State?
So we've launched Healthy Communities 2030 to help empower our Buffalo Niagara region to be healthier.
Thank you, Lucy and Michaela. If you want to be part of Healthy Communities 2030 as a partner or a sponsor, please visit creatinghealthycommunities.org.
Healthy Communities 2030. Give us a call, 716-851-4052.
Remember to send us your thoughts, ideas, and fun videos to cat@passionateliving.com. I want to thank WBBZ-TV, your true hometown station, for being a sponsor of Passionate Living, along with Healthy Communities 2030. You'll be able to replay this show on Fridays at both passionateliving.com and WBBZ.TV. So please check out those sites and share with your friends. Also, please remember to like us on our Passionate Living Facebook page, our Kat Miller YouTube channel, and also on Instagram at passionate.living. Until next week, remember to give yourself some special nurturing each day to balance out the stress of all going on around you. It really does make a difference. And a very special thanks to you for joining us today on Passionate Living.